Hello. Yeah, it is happy Friday. Yes, it is happy Friday. It is Halloween weekend. I'm sure everyone is having like a great weekend so far. Well, yeah, it's been a tiring day for me. Uh oh, you just ready. You are ready. Shame on brand, we need to chat. Yes. So here we are again. This is my review for the Real Housewives of New York, season 15, episode 4. Um, my F's may be few for this franchise right now. I mean, I know y'all saw the Beverly Hills trailer. I'm very excited about that. But I'm just giving y'all a little PSA warning that I'm just not feeling New York right now. I'm not. So we gonna try. But I have a few of you in here right now. I want to remind y'all that I have a GoFundMe up currently for I'm about to say BravoCon, Bravo Fan Fest in Miami. Thank you to those who have donated. Currently, we are at, let's see, we are at 470 right now. The goal is 2,000. We almost have the price of a ticket. So I think I'm gonna have to once it hits like the ticket range, I'm gonna get a ticket, and then everything else will be like for Watch What Happens Live, the flight, and the hotel. That's basically what it is. So we have 1530 left. Look, I have almost 16,000 subscribers. Maybe just like, I don't know. I guess we need 1,530 people to donate $1. So yeah. If you don't know how this GoFundMe came about, was I was covering it on like a pop quickie, just seeing if like, is this a money grab from Bravo? And people ask me would I go, and I'm just like, well, don't really have the means to do it, but I mean, if y'all want to, crowdsource like we did for BravoCon, that's fine. And then like at least 20 people in the chat would said they would donate, so that's why. I also have a video, a special one this weekend. Go look for that. It's going to be live. It's going to be a video directed at the haters, because I recently posted like an update for the GoFundMe, and there was a hater in the comments, and I wasn't having a great day, so I kind of told them off. But yeah, the haters got my attention now, and I have a video just for you coming up. Let's see, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Look out for that. The name of the video is going to be Message to My Haters, because those sometimes are your biggest supporters, because they always talking about you and always concerned about what you're doing. Anywho, I have a busy ass Friday today. If you are in New York, I will be bartending tonight at the Dream for a Halloween party. It's the Dream Hotel. That's all I can say. Follow me on Instagram if you want to like just see me document my day. But yes, let's get into this review, y'all, because I was just a little bit underwhelmed. Spoiler alert. We love you in LA. You keep me from smacking a bee at work. Look, I wanted to smack a bee in my comments. That's what I wanted to do, because people just been getting a little froggy lately. It's just like, I am a person, and it's all fun, games, and love over here and shade. Like, why are you trying to read me? So that kind of pissed me off, but I'll save that conversation for the weekend. So let's get into this review. So we are continuing as the ladies are in the Hamptons. It's day 2, I believe. They are headed to get tennis lessons. Fun, I guess. The tennis instructor is conventionally attractive, so that means Brynn about to say something inappropriate immediately, just like clockwork with her. It's just like same old, same old. Like Brynn is getting tired. Is getting tired, toots. Tired. She says winner gets to kiss the tennis instructor, and I'm like, do you know if that girl with him is like his girlfriend or his wife? Maybe you're disrespecting her. And don't get like Brandy and get a sexual harassment charge, But yeah, so far it's been 3 minutes into the episode, and I was over it. I really was. But let's continue. The ladies are playing horribly. Jessel like almost hits the cameraman. So they just chilling on the side of the court. We find out that Brynn is still feeling the way about Sai and Uba. Like they're pretty much paying her dust. And I don't blame them. We then see Raquel share a very intimate story about her family with a few of the ladies. She gets very emotional talking about it. Now, I appreciate her sharing, but is it just me? Is it just me? But I just did not feel connected to her because it's just like it's episode 4, and I feel like she just walked on the show. Like she just popped up on the show. Like I just forget that Raquel and Rebecca are there. Seriously. I, and I want to be connected to her story, about her dad or whatever and growing up. But I'm just like, who is this woman? It's kind of just like, I'm in Central Park, I'm probably on my phone, and a stranger just sits next to me and starts telling me about, their dad that didn't love them when they were young. So I feel like I don't know her to, I don't know. Like, do y'all get what I'm saying? Because I felt bad, but I was just like, what else is going on? But I like her. I do like her. Yes, people have been trying me too, but I've been trying to not get active. Look, the episode was very meh for me. I like Raquel. I just think the other ladies drain us so much. It's so hard to connect with the newbies. That could be it. Do you think the show, like the entire episode, was a hard watch, or her talking about her dad was a hard watch? Let me know. So let's see, where am I? Okay, so as they're heading back to the house, we found out that the activity this evening, they are having a Shabbat. Now, every time I hear Shabbat now, I think of Black Shabbat from season 13 and just how absurdly offensive it was. I think it was one of the most offensive moments in Housewives history. Definitely top 3 for me. But I'm just like, we've been there, done that, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a less offensive Shabbat. Later we see Brynn is playing victim in her room saying, I want to go home. I want to go home. Like, she starts to cry, and it's just like, you pot stirring the shit. But once the shit gets on you, or when the shit hits the fan, then you want to run away. You're ready to take flight. Like, there's 5 other women in that house you can socialize with, but you're letting 2 women like get you all shook up because you were the one that kind of started the whole thing. Like, I just don't get it, Brynn. So now Jenna is talking to Brynn, and it's the same woe is me, I want to go home. And she just basically wants the attention. Like, she wants someone to stop her. No, Brynn, don't go home. We want you here. Do it. Go home. Go home, Roger. Shit. It's hard for me to watch this show. It seems like a repeat it does. It just feels like this. We're getting the exact same thing. It's just 2.0. And I'm just like, they got a pass last season. So now this season, my patience, no, it's not there. Jenna is too timid. Brynn and Aaron are messy. Brynn is such an attention seeker. Brynn comes off as a biracial. Oh, a biracial Karen. I was about to say because she is biracial. I hate to say that. And she really mad because Uba got a rich white man before her. I'm so confused with Brynn. Are you a lesbian or not? Like, make up your mind. I'm tired. But yeah, speaking of that, like, Jenna gets her to stay by saying that I'll let you wear all my diamonds tonight. And of course, Brynn obliges. So then meanwhile, we're with Sai and Uba and Jenna at the grocery store. The gist of this conversation is just so wanting another child, particularly a girl. And I think his name is Pavi. But he doesn't want another one. And Here's what I think. Like, do you want another kid or do you want your marriage to work? Because clearly, like, Pavi does not want another kid, and that might affect y'all marriage. Like, y'all already have two kids that look very bad, by the way. And maybe he's stressed out by that, and you want to add more stress by having another kid. So I'm just saying, you can have another kid, but I'm just like, that might hurt your marriage. And the reason why, like, I'm in Pavi's corner is because I'm always an advocate for a man or a woman who don't want children. Like, y'all remember, I think it was Atlanta, like when Sonya, like, she wasn't sure she wanted another kid, but her husband did. It was another franchise too. I think Dubai, where Talene, like, I don't think she wanted another kid, but her husband did because he wanted a boy or something. But it's just like, it's a choice, to have a kid. And I think it needs to be like both partners have to be on the same wavelength, So I don't know. Like, I feel like it'll be a bad idea for her to do it, but maybe she'll change his mind. But fast forward to the women cooking in the kitchen or attempting to cook, watching them. And Aaron and Brynn are talking amongst each other to pull a prank by putting out a fake roach near or on the food. Now, see, y'all trying to do pranks, and I'm like, Aaron, didn't you learn from last season what happened when you tried to do a prank on Uba? Really? Seriously? And Brynn, why would you try to do pranks when you're beefing with two ladies? Really? It's just not the time and the place. I don't like it. I don't like it. Were any of y'all like just rolling your eyes when it was like, oh, let's play a prank? Let's play a prank. The diamonds were a corny, dry, humbling brag flex by Jenna that fell flat. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. It didn't get good until the last fight with Brynn and Uba. I agree with that. Everything made sense to me at that moment. I understand Pavitt, those twins are a lot and still very small. If she's going to do the surrogate route, she should wait a couple of years. I agree. Yes, they are bad as hell. Brynn wants to say whatever she wants without consequences. Thank you, Chris. I said that while y'all trying to do pranks, especially Aaron, as a Black person, don't play with my food. Look, we will get into that. Like, hold on for a second. So the ladies are all dressed for dinner, and okay, Jenna with the latex. I was feeling that look. They're all at dinner for now. Everything's like cordial during the Shabbat, and right now we're midway through the episode. You see how fast I just got through the middle of the episode? It's just giving really meh. So then, as they're eating, they want to play a game, and what is it? Never have I ever. And I was just like that meme of the lady on the couch, like, oh, oh, oh. Like, really? Never have I ever, y'all. I didn't have a fuck to give. I didn't. Like, so we're going to fast forward through that. One of the questions was, never have I ever ate ass, or that was the gist of the question. Grow up. Grow up. I'm like, I get straight men don't really wipe like that, so I get why women don't like eat ass as much as gay guys do. But yeah, so what? Like, it just feels like ass licking is really taboo on these reality shows. So there's a dessert that Jenna was, excited about to have at the Shabbat. And this is where Aaron's prank, comes into play, where she's going to put a fake roach under it. So the prank you decide to do is on food that's not even yours, that you didn't even bring. Again, did you not learn from last season? Don't play with my fucking food. Like, and I am like roaches are like top 3 for me. Fear. Like when I was a kid, like I'm gonna take y'all back. When I was a kid, I wasn't always tall. I had to get a chair to get a plate from my mom's top shelf. So I'll push the chair from the sink, and then I open the cupboard or whatever, and a roach flew out, like brushed past my face. I almost fell off the chair, and I went screaming, screaming. So that is how scared I am of roaches. I have stepped on a roach in the dark before, barefoot. So yeah, you put that on my food, we are fighting. We are fighting. I'm just like, don't play with my food. Don't. I hate roaches. Yes, I hate roaches. Like, we're gonna square up. I don't know how. I don't care how long we known each other. You could have known me like since high school, since college. Don't even put a fake roach in my bed. We are fighting. I don't play those pranks. I don't. I just don't. Anyway, so the ladies are eating the cake. The roach reveals itself, but thankfully for Erin, most of the ladies can clearly see it's fake, except for Uba, who throws up. She runs to the bathroom, but this part afterward was funny, I'll have to admit. When Sai went up to tell Uba, like, oh, Uba, it's fake. And then she saw her vomiting, and then it made Sai vomit into the nearest sink. And in that moment, it kind of reminded me of Bridesmaids, when like they all had that bad Brazilian food and they had to all rush to the bathroom. They were all there at the same time. They couldn't control it. So yeah, that was fun. I was laughing, and thankfully Uba was laughing too. If it was me, I wouldn't have started laughing. I wouldn't have laughed. uh, so it's the next morning. The ladies are having brunch. So this was weird. This part that I saw. Not Brynn giving Rebecca tips on being shady so she could stay on the show. Like, they were totally breaking the fourth wall in that moment, but production just left it in. And that's what I mean with the ladies are just too self-aware of the cameras, and they're trying to produce themselves. Like I guess she was telling a joke to Rebecca and she didn't really have anything to say. And then like Brynn was like, well, no, you can't say that. Like, say that, well, I own a clothing brand. Like, you're selling shirts at BravoCon. Like, for real? You're giving her tips? Can you at least give her tips when the cameras are down? That's why I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done with this show. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm done. I'm gonna keep reviewing it, but I can't defend this show anymore. So it's pretty early in the season. It's just episode 4, but I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Let's see what you're saying. Y'all are laughing at me about the roaches. Brynn projects a lot of her insecurities on Uba, implying she perpetuates the angry Black woman stereotype and will scare her white man. Oh, I'm going to get to that. Why was that a question for Jenna? Let's see. Excuse me. Brynn is the one that told us last season she tried to be the bubbliest so she would be liked. Please don't put that on others. That's a you problem, not Uba's. They laughed about it, but I didn't find it funny. Exactly. Like, everyone was laughing about it. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, Brynn, she's the one who would be with Oliver the billionaire, not Uba. Yes, she hates that a dark-skinned, fully African woman can pull an Oliver, and Brynn is jealous and mad about it. Y'all think that's like her self-conscious? Okay. My sis got a roach stuck in her ear as kids. Oh my God. I don't even want to read that. I don't even want to read that. I'm sorry. Y'all can read that in the comment. I don't even want that. I don't even want to picture that. Chris, you look so handsome at the wedding. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have another wedding to go to, I believe, in 3 weeks. Can I say I really enjoy Uba, Jessel, and Sai together? They actually are fun. Yes, they were. And sorry, earlier I said Jenna. I meant Jessel. It was Jessel, Sai, and Uba together. Let's see. Rebecca is painfully boring. Also, she's a whole ass Scientologist. How are we just sitting around not talking about this? Like, why did you go on the show, girl, if you don't want to talk about your life? They are producing and inauthentic. We love OG New York because they were delusional but authentic. Wow, y'all have a lot to say. So let's see. So later we see Uba. She actually is hugging Brynn and saying I love you. And then literally 10 seconds later, they start getting into it. Like over rehashing, like why they're mad at each other in the first place. Uba barely lets Brynn get a word in. Excuse me. We find out that Brynn, Uba, and Aaron all had a discussion off camera last evening, and Aaron was trying to get the two of them to make up. So Brynn told Uba, excuse me, she told Uba to use your words because you're coming off as an angry black woman, and she's looking out for her because she wants Oliver, her white man, to marry her, and not to scare her off, scare him off. And I was just like, wow. And then even Aaron was like, maybe you shouldn't have said that. And it's so funny because Aaron knew exactly how Uba was going to react to that. And they show it on the confessionals. Like, Aaron was like, I'm sure Uba's going to say, don't tell me how to talk or don't police my words. And Uba said that in the next scene verbatim. Now, let's unpack how problematic that was, what Brynn said. Like, she's basically saying, like, you're the angry black woman and you don't want her to scare off her white man, basically. Like, what? Would you tell that to any of the other women? I don't know. Like, just because she mixed, I still, like, you're white passing at the end of the day. Oh, shout out. We got 100 people in the room. I didn't know y'all care about New York that much. Low key, high key. Like, you trying to look out for her? That don't sound like you looking out for her. I would just look out for you, Brynn. And that's the problem. She's so worried about most of the drama on this show is how the women are going to come off or how they're going to be perceived once the season is out. Like, that is part of the drama. And that is why us as viewers are not into it. We want actual drama. Like, did y'all see Salt Lake City this week? That was a 10 episode, 10 out of another 10 out of 10. Anyway, back to present day, Uba basically tells Brynn how she hurt her and she can be very condescending. But then Brynn tries to say that, we can address each other without name calling. And I agree with that. Like, I don't think it's fair that Uba can cuss Brynn out and Brynn, has never called Uba out her name. But if she does, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a problem. So that's the only thing I'm on Brynn's side with. But other than that, still, Brynn, like, you're putting yourself in the position to be cussed out by Uba. But yeah, Uba interrupts her and says, well, if you're condescending, I'm going to cuss your ass out. I don't care. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. So yeah, Brynn doesn't even like get a word in, doesn't let her finish. Uba's like, I don't need to let her finish. I already know what she's gonna say. Brynn doesn't care anymore. She just feels defeated. So then the ladies at the table, they don't really know what to say. But Brynn is pissed because no one really took her side or really spoke up for her. And I feel really bad for the new girls because it's like they're at a tennis match right now. They're just like not saying anything, no real input or whatever. Like, this is just a table of women that don't know each other. And they're just trying to like just go through the motions, I guess. Let me see. But yeah, we cut to Brynn's confessional, and she's saying, look, I tried. I was trying to help you out. because of how she thinks that Uba is coming off on the show. And I'm just like, oh, Brynn. Jesus. So yeah, Brynn is having a temper tantrum at the table. This is the last day of the trip. So I'm not sure why she goes back into her room as people are like, got their suitcases in the front. But she's like, y'all didn't say anything. Y'all just like, I can't take this. That's why I wanted to go home. That's why I wanted to go home. Go home. Go home. So yeah, while she's doing this temper tantrum, we see Sai and Uba in the background. No fucks whatsoever. They're completely unbothered. And that's the end of the Hamptons trip. And that's the end of the episode. For real, that was the end of the episode. So yeah, let me see what y'all saying, and I'll give y'all my thoughts overall on this episode. They must have had a situation with her or a discussion with her on not being so produced, and she is going the opposite direction. Brynn sensed that Rebecca is not interesting, which is why she was frustrated she wouldn't drink and helps produce her. Exactly. I mean, even Sai, she kind of slipped up and said on that Messy Cigarette show, like how boring Rebecca was. I'm with you, Chris. We would be fighting. I hate bugs. I think that's so true. I believe that one of Brynn's rich white boyfriends told her she was an angry black woman. Oh. I think Brynn is jealous. That's too easy. I think saying, ooh, you're trying to give me a stroke. I think saying Brynn is jealous, that's too easy. But I do believe she's projecting her own insecurities navigating race. I can agree with that. I think Uba got a whisper from one of the producers to say end it and make it work, but she couldn't go through with it. All right. Rich of Brynn to be tone policing Uba. Some white man she dated told her that to get rid of her. I'm tired of people on TV and in real life throwing the I love you word, but no, they don't really like each other. Yes, you were killing it at that wedding. You looked so sharp for a minute. I wanted to be a gay man. Maybe Oliver loves his angry black woman just so she act like she know Oliver and what he likes. Shut up, girl. Y'all got to put some periods and commas in these remarks, y'all. Brynn is out there being passive aggressive and condescending to everyone in their face. This is crazy. I don't care. I love your channel. We here for you. Does anybody call Tamara from OC an angry white woman? Because that's what she is, and she is stereotyped. She's a stereotypical Karen. Damn, y'all. Like, y'all are really not seeing it for Brynn. Like, y'all got the pitchforks out in the comments. I don't even think I could get through all these. Why are they worried about this Oliver man? Ain't nobody even see him on the show. Exactly. Brynn does not have the same black experience as Uba. I totally agree with that. So I'm not sure why she's doing that. Sai said that Brynn doesn't do it on the show, but gets nasty or threatening in text messages. That's another thing. They just keep bringing up the show, y'all, in their drama. Whew. Uba is extra like Chanel Ayan sometimes, but after this episode, I would eat Brynn up every time I see her. Brynn was raised as a white woman, in all caps. Well, here's my thoughts on the entire episode. I give it a 6 out of 10. Y'all let me know what y'all give it. I'm being generous with that score, y'all. Very generous. Again, I think the issues are that the ladies just aren't friends. They're producing themselves. It's very clear that they don't hang out with each other until they start filming. And it's just like, it's not working because the majority of the drama has to do with like the show itself. Like, for instance, like the only reason that was the friction between Uba, Sai, and Brynn is because Uba didn't like Brynn saying her boyfriend's name on camera or saying that she had one on camera. And then Sai saying that she didn't like Jenna. Like, it's just, I don't know. Hopefully next week I'll give a fuck or find one. I'm going to be optimistic, y'all. I'm going to be optimistic. We hit the 30-minute mark. That's all I'm going to give this show. I'm biracial, and I'm just going to say it. Brynn, a whole-ass white woman. She needs to shut up. Brynn is not invited to the barbecue. Two things can be true. Friend can have internalized racism from her while upbringing and be projecting from self-loathing and be jealous. Well, all right. 4.5, a 2, a 3 out of 10. They all give boring in real life. New Yorker vibes. That's why this show is like this. New York is fun, but I do think when people ask for the original RHONY girls, I just think this franchise worked during a time where it was okay to be as offensive as they were. Because I would say if they had that Black Shabbat in season 2 or 4, maybe they could get away with that. But we can't have that in 2020, 2024, you know? So I feel like a lot of things that we liked about New York was the offensive shit. Like when Dorinda, she called over this Black guy in a nice restaurant and he didn't work there to get her some more water. Like it was just a lot of stuff like that. Or Luann with the driver telling Bethany, oh no, it's Miss Delaceps. Don't ever tell him to call me Luann, you know? So it was stuff like that. Like I'm not sure even if the old RHONY ladies can be entertaining without being slightly offensive. So I don't know. I do think that they can't go on like this, and they should either cancel it or combine new and old RHONY in some fashion. Oh yes, I cannot wait for that review either. I have a long day today, y'all. After this, I'm gonna, get some lunch. Try to take a nap because I work from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. tonight, bartending a Halloween party. I'm gonna need a Red Bull today. Definitely gonna need a Red Bull or a Celsius. Again, y'all can follow me on Twitter. Look out for my message to the haters video that's gonna be coming up. Because I have a lot to get off my chest. Say that shit with your chest. For the GoFundMe, I know I said this in the beginning, but currently I am at $470. We just have $15.30 to go. I think we can make it. I just want to at least get to the cost of the tickets. The tickets together, it is $550 for the one Miami ticket. And then there's the one for the Watch What Happens Live tickets. That's $140. So if you want to donate, I'm going to put the GoFundMe in the chat. No, I don't get to dress up. And I was so ready to. I wanted to be Ash Ketchum again. So yeah, I'm going to put the GoFundMe in the chat. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about RHONY. I think they're in trouble. I really do, because everyone else is knocking out the park. OC, Potomac, even Potomac, y'all. I can't even believe I would say that. Salt Lake City, of course, and we got the Beverly Hills and Married to Medicine coming back in next month. Oh yeah, we're being fed. Anywho, y'all have a happy Halloween weekend. Y'all be safe. And yeah, with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next episode.